Don't you just love the campaign season? The lies, the counter lies, the accusations. It's often like a season of the Real Housewives, just with a lot more money being spent. Does it help you decide who you'll vote for, or are you just over it? We're talking about that and more with Raynard Jackson, president of Raynard Jackson Associates, big-time black conservative. Way to go, Raynard. No pocket square, so we can talk about that. Bill Press, host of Full Court Press on Current TV. I got to give him a makeover as well. Joseph Williams, Politico's White House correspondent. I like the pocket square, Joe. And Sirius XM Radio's Black Eagle, Joe Madison. We called Joe late because, normally he would be rocking the pocket square. His wife would make sure of that. All right, folks. This is the first time I've had all guys in a while. I prefer to have some women on the panel, but sisters were a little busy. All right, let's get right to it. What's going on in terms of the president's surrogates? Does anybody run it past them? Maybe we ought to talk about what you're going to talk about. Mayor Cory Booker comes out, makes his comments regarding Bain. Deval Patrick, governor of Massachusetts, comes out, makes his comments regarding Bain and private equity. And now President Bill Clinton is praising Mitt Romney as well. I'm just saying that sort of goes counter to what the Obama folks are trying to do.
Well, I mean, this is a novel thing in politics. Sometimes people actually tell the truth. And that's what you're seeing there. Cory Booker, what he said was true. Deval Patrick, obviously...
And Cory Booker got ripped.
He did.
He got ripped.
He did. But they told the truth. But it wasn't in line with the talking points of the day, though. So, yeah.
I don't think they're telling the truth at all. I mean, Bain Capital, their MO was making money for their investors, shutting down plants, putting people out of work, killing their pensions, killing their health care. That's exactly what they were doing. There were a couple of successes, but they weren't out to create jobs. They were out to
make money.
Wealth.
They have a legal contract to make money for their shareholders.
But don't go around and say you're a job creator, which is what Mitt Romney is doing. He is lying through his teeth, and Cory Booker, and here's, in response to your question, you know what I think it is? Bain puts so much money out there that they can't find anybody to talk for the Obama administration that doesn't have Bain money.
But Bain Capital has contributed almost $200,000 to the Obama campaign.
Right. Well, I think to Bill's point, the bottom line is, in politics, money talks.
Big money, big business, and the people outside the Beltway now get an idea of exactly how it's hand in glove. Right. I mean, that's just simply the way it is. And if you notice, this is also this East Coast Ivy League big business establishment. They all kind of defend each other. And I just think folk in the Midwest and other parts of the country now get to see how we do business here in Washington.
And again, to your point, these are Democrats and Republicans. I've always said it's only one party, really, when it comes to this town, and that is the Green Party. That's the money party. And bottom line is, people can play the dance, but the reality is, you have folks who are taking money, and then they'll condemn. Well, then they'll also sit here and say, "Where's my check?"
Yeah, but I take exception.
They're also trying to walk a very fine line here, because they do not want to irritate the big donor supporters. That's true. But they are also trying to capitalize on this anti-Wall Street sentiment that's out there, and it's hard to walk that straight and narrow path without sometimes veering off and into trouble.
And you say something else I think is going on, if I can, Joe, which is Democrats have to learn something from Republicans, which is loyalty. You will not see any Republican go out and contradict Mitt Romney on the campaign trail.
Yeah, but that's why
a little loyalty, a little discipline goes a long way. But Democrats don't have any of it.
Yeah, but Bill, as the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus said, that's why they're Democrats. That's the reality.
And that's why they lose.
Well, that's why they're Democrats. They have blue dog Democrats. Look, when you look at the Democratic caucus, you see people of all colors and all races and all genders in leadership position. Look at our friends caucus in the Republican Party. What do you see? All white folk, no color.
Well, you do have Congressman Allen West.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You got Congressman Tim Scott. Even though Congressman Scott said he was going to come on my show, he's yet to do so. So I'm still waiting for his brother to come on the show.
But remember, I said leadership position.
I got you. I understand. Okay. Now, let me ask you this here. First of all, the jobs reports came out on a Friday. A total 69,000 jobs were created. I have been saying for months to all of the folks who follow me on Facebook and Twitter, who are Obama supporters, stop acting like this election is going to be a cakewalk. the economy is fragile, and that, look, you better buckle down and get ready for a tough fight. And they keep saying, oh, no, things are fine. And I'm going, if you're a Democrat, the last thing you want to be saying right now is that things are fine. This is going to be a tough presidential race in November. And then the same thing when it comes to the House and the Senate races as well.
Yeah, I tell you, going to what Bill said, if the White House wants to have an argument about job creation over Bain Capital, Obama loses. Because with the economy and the numbers that came out Friday, there's no way Obama wins re-election with the economy being what it is.
Actually, hold on. First of all, no, 1 second. Now, Mitt Romney has said he created 100,000 jobs with Bain Capital. 69,000 jobs were actually created in May. If you look at, we've had more than 20 consecutive months of private sector job growth. So that's actually, those are facts. One second. But those are jobs that were actually created. Now, we were losing 750,000 a month with President Bush. So if you are creating jobs, even if it's 69,000, that's still more than you were losing 500 or 750,000.
It's a net positive. And the net positive also forgets, if you're talking about straight aggregate numbers, that's absolutely correct. But one other point that people are tending to forget is the fact that public sector jobs are shrinking.
Precisely.
And they're shrinking large part because you have Republican legislatures, you have Republican-controlled state houses who are focused on cutting spending.
Now here's what gets me.
And governors who've declared war against the labor union.
Well, here's what's getting me, Bill and Joe. I'm trying to understand this. I need you to step in because I don't understand it. When we see the employment numbers when they were actually in terms of the job growth, they were cutting those public sector jobs. Republicans were complaining about it. But I thought that's what Republicans wanted was smaller government. So how can Republicans complain about public sector jobs being cut when they always argue for smaller government?
Because the overriding effort on their part is to destroy the public sector unions.
Right.
That's really what it's about, because the unions are, in essence, the backbone of the Democratic Party. They're organized for campaigns. And so what you see, like in Scott Walker's case in Wisconsin, he went after the public sector unions.
Day one.
Day one. And remember, he campaigned just the opposite. He literally lied to the people of Wisconsin.
So, Raynard, so you don't mind those public sector jobs being lost because that's smaller government, right?
It's smaller government, but also unions artificially increase wages, which makes government more expensive.
No. I'm asking you a question. So when we lose public sector jobs, you're cool with that, right?
Well, no, if it's because of government repetition and bloating of the government, yeah, I support that.
Look,
it's not at the state level. It's not at the civic level. We're talking about civic jobs. We're talking about police jobs, school teacher jobs, garbage collector jobs that are being lost, and not because of union action. It's being lost because of a focus on a reduction in spending, and the reduction in spending has to come from somewhere. If it doesn't come all from social programs, it comes from public sector spending, public sector jobs.
I mean, government, reining in government spending, I think is healthy. Republicans want to create an environment where the business community can create the jobs.
Come on. You've got to have public sector jobs. We all depend on the cops. We depend on the firemen. We depend on the teachers. We depend on the garbage collectors. And then here's the problem. You people are double talking. You want to have it both ways. That's the problem. What you do is
you people mean Republicans.
I'm Republican.
Gotcha.
Okay, Ross Perot.
You got to be careful, Bill.
Thank you, brother.
There's four other brothers on this panel.
All right. My point is, you vote against every jobs bill. You vote against construction jobs. You vote against public sector jobs. You vote against every jobs bill. And then you turn around and say, oh, my God, we're losing jobs. Well, of course they are.
And hold up 1 second.
But it's not the role of the government to create jobs.
Hold tight 1 second. Hold up. We'll get to the insane part when we come back, because it's my role.